We will now study the next topic, which is indices. When we write a raised to the power m, then a is called base and m is called power or index. See, we have seen that when we write 2 raised to the power 2, that means 2 into 2. Similarly, when we write 2 raised to the power 4, that means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. In 2 raised to the power 2, it is multiplication of 2 times. And when we write 2 raised to the power 4, it is multiplication of 2 4 times. Similarly, when we write a raised to the power m, then a is multiplied m times. This is the meaning of a raised to the power m, where a is the base and m is the power or index. Now we will see the laws of indices. First law is that multiplication of a raised to the power m and a raised to the power n is a raised to the power m plus n. That is, when the base is same, then the powers are added in multiplication. Here the base is a, powers are m and n, they are added, base remains same. We have seen that when we write 2 raised to the power 2 and multiply it with 2 raised to the power 3, then this means 2 raised to the power 2 means 2 into 2 and 2 raised to the power 3 means 2 into 2 into 2, means 2 is multiplied 5 times, which is 2 raised to the power 5, and hence 2 and 3 are added, 2 plus 3 is 5. So in multiplication, when the base is same, base is a, then the powers are added in multiplication. This is our first law. Rule number 2 is that a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n is a raised to the power m minus n. That is, in division, when base is same, then the powers are subtracted. We see that 2 raised to the power 3 when divided by 2 raised to the power 2. Then this means 2 is multiplied 3 times. 2 raised to the power 3 means 2 is multiplied 3 times, and 2 raised to the power 2 means 2 is multiplied 2 times. So these two are cancelled. We are retained with 2 raised to the power 1, which is nothing but 3 minus 2. So in division, if base is same, then the powers are subtracted. This is our second law. Third law is that a raised to the power m is 1 upon a raised to the power minus m, or we can also write a raised to the power minus m is 1 upon a raised to the power m. How this is used? This is used like we can write 2 raised to the power 3 as 1 upon 2 raised to the power minus 3, or we can also say that 2 raised to the power minus 3 is 1 upon 2 raised to the power 3. So our third law is that when we take the number in either denominator or we take a denominator number in the numerator, then its power sign is changed. If it is positive, then when we take it in denominator, it becomes negative, and if it is negative, when we take it in denominator, the power becomes positive. This is our third law. Now we will see the fourth law. Fourth law is that any number raised to the power 0 is 1. See, when we write 2 raised to the power 3 divided by 2 raised to the power 3, then these are cancelled. we get 1. We get 1. But in division, we have seen that if base is same, then the powers are subtracted. So here left hand side can also be written 2 raised to the power 3 minus 3, which is equal to 1, which is 3 minus 3 is 0. So 2 raised to the power 0 is 1. And this happens with any base. So any number raised to the power 0 is 1, and this is our fourth law. Next, fifth law is that a raised to the power m raised to the power n is a raised to the power m into n. These two powers m and n are multiplied. See, when we write 2 raised to the power 3 raised to the power 2, then this means 2 raised to the power 3 into 2 raised to the power 3. And here the base is same, so powers will be added. So this is 2 raised to the power 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. And here the multiplication is there, 3 into 2, which is 6. So the rule number 5 is that if we write a raised to the power m raised to the power n, then the powers are multiplied. Next is rule number 6. Rule number 6 is that a raised to the power 1 upon 2 is under root a raised to the power 1 upon 3 is cube root of a, or in general a raised to the power 1 upon n is nth root of a. When we write under root a, that means the power is 1 upon 2. When we write cube root a, cube root, we make this radical sign and write 3 here in this, at this place. So this means a raised to the power 1 upon 3. And a raised to the power 1 upon n in general, then it means nth root. This means nth root. Here n is written here in this radical sign in this manner. Now we will see the next law. Next is law number 7. If a raised to the power x is equal to a raised to the power y, then x is equal to y. If a raised to the power x is equal to a raised to the power y, means in left hand side and right hand side base are same, then the powers will also be same. X will be equal to y. Rule number 8 is if x raised to the power a is equal to y raised to the power a, then x is equal to y. Means in this case powers are equal in both the sides, then the base will also be equal. Suppose we have k raised to the power 2 is equal to k raised to the power a. Then the value of a will be equal to 2. This implies a will be equal to 2. Here base are same. Left hand side and right hand side have base as k, so powers 2 will be equal to a. Again, if we have x raised to the power 3 equal to 3 raised to the power 3. Here the powers are same. In both the cases, in left hand side and right hand side, powers are 3. Powers are 3, so base will also be equal. So this means the value of x will be equal to 3. Now, based on these laws and theory of indices, now we will be solving the problems of the exercise.